Back in January of 2016, I had a UAP experience. It was real. I was not high. I was not drunk. I was not under the influence whatsoever. It was actually nighttime, and it was, like I said, January, shortly after my aunt passed away. I can recall being outside on the side of my house, taking the trash cans, in and out of the side gate. It was trash night. As I'm grabbing the trash cans, I can recall standing right there by my side fence, my side gate, and I always look up at the sky. Like there's never, if I'm outside, I'm looking up probably more than I'm looking down at the ground. And I notice airplanes, I notice helicopters, I notice drones. I'm a certified drone pilot myself. I notice things in the sky. I kind of study how they move, from stars to satellites to planets. I see it all. And this day I saw an object flying towards me. Mind you, I'm in the path of an airport. So there's a lot of airplanes, helicopters, a lot of aviation, type activity that's happening in my area. Long story short, I see a bright light, and it's kind of coming almost like a drunk airplane. I'm thinking it's an airplane because they all kind of start bright, and, as they come, you can kind of tell that the shape of the airplane or the helicopter or their sound associated or whatever the case may be. There was zero sound here. I'm looking at it. I'm like locked in on it because I'm like, okay, that looks strange. It's kind of flying towards me, kind of moving erratically but slow, making zero sound. And the light continued to get brighter and brighter. That was kind of, emitting from whatever this was. So after, maybe a minute of me looking at it, it gets close enough to where it's big. It looks like a big, white, bright sphere, like an orb, like translucent almost, to where it looks like it's, I don't want to say, releasing electricity, but you could feel energy from it. Completely silent. At this point, I'm like in awe. I'm amazed. I'm scared. I know that I'm having some type of experience, but it's literally lighting up the whole street. I, at that time, was in a new community. Not many homes had been built. My house was one of the first homes that were being built. And I mean, when this thing came up, it was just almost flying like a kite would fly in the sky. But this big, bright orb, just light, it lit up the whole street. I shit you not. I know it sounds crazy. It lit up everything. I'm not understanding what's happening, but I know that I'm grabbing, like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? I can't find my phone. My phone's upstairs. I don't want to run upstairs and the thing just disappears. So I see it flying over my house. I'm in a 2-story house, and I'm kind of in this little corridor where it's my neighbor, his fence, my trash cans, and I'm here. So it's flying over, and I'm like, okay, what's happening? This is not really happening. This is not really happening. It's flying over my house. I run, down the side to get to my backyard, thinking like, nah, it's not going to be there. Nothing's going to be there, right? And I shit you not, I go to my backyard. We got a little California kitchen, like a little over thing for the shade and whatnot. You can put chairs and a sofa, whatever, table, and it's flying. There's the light, and it's flying slow. But at this point, it's dropping in altitude. It's slowed down, and it's bright. I mean, it's lighting up everything, and it's getting smaller. It's like getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's happening right before my eyes. So it's coming almost towards me. It's like it wants to communicate with me. And I'm scared shitless. I'm holding on to like the side pillar here outside, and I'm looking at it like fall in elevation. And as it's falling in elevation, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And as this is happening, there's like little streaks of electricity, like dropping, almost like, say, a sparkler on July 4th that the kids would use. And, the little sparkles fall, and it's falling like space dust, just ding, ding, ding. And I'm looking at it just get smaller and smaller and smaller until it literally nothing. It just disappears, and you just see the whatever it was, space dust, fall to the to the grass right by my feet. At that point, I'm still holding on to this pillar outside, and I'm in complete disbelief. I'm having a spiritual experience. I'm having an out of body experience. I'm thinking, am I asleep? I got to be dreaming. Like, this is, excuse me, this is not happening, but it was happening. It happened almost in slow motion, but it seemed like it was happening so fast at the same time. So my biggest regret from that experience is not touching whatever that was. I say an orb because, as you see a lot of things about UAP, all of that is out on, the trials, and there's a constant debate about, life as we know it, life on this planet, extraterrestrials, UFOs, USOs, the unknown, the mystery of everything, because if this phenomenon, and not if, because I know for a fact that I experienced something that was unworldly. If this turns out to be shown for the masses, it's going to change people in so many ways. It's changed me in a lot of ways as far as my, religious, opinions and beliefs are. It's changed my spirituality. It's changed how I pray. It's changed how I look at life. It's changed how I look at the world. It's changed how I look at just our system as a people, from the government to, religious systems to our political based systems, and just mind blowing, completely mind blowing. Fast forward. I have had many other experiences, not to that scale, to where they've come close to me, because I guarantee you, if it happens again and I'm able to interact, like I said, that was my one of the things that I'll probably regret for the rest of my life, not interacting with whatever that was. And I know a lot of people in the comments are going to be like, oh, that could have been this, it could have been that, you could have died. I understand that, but I am a creator. I'm also a curious person, and I know that from my almost 48 years of living on this earth, that we've been lied to on so many different levels, and that's one of the biggest questions in my life is what's what because we're being lied to. And, it's definitely a good thing to question the powers that be. And that's what I'm all about. Think and feel what you want. I'm not crazy. I know exactly what happened. I continue to sense energy from orbs. I look outside, like I said, all the time. And you know what a satellite is. And then those things in the sky that don't move like satellites. They're not moving in straight lines. Now it's to a point to where I get like a sensation. It's almost as if I can feel them. I sense them. And when I follow that thought, that intuition, and I go outside and I look up, I always see one. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just needed to share that. What that means, I honestly don't really know. Once again, many people are going to have opinions on what it means. Is it God? Are they demons? Are they ghosts? Are they spirits? Is it some just advanced technology, superior, beings, race that have been here long before we have as a people and will continue to be here? The things that you see that they can do, the way that they move, we're tiny, Earth is like a speck of sand in the ocean, in the sea, in space. I just want to tell everyone that life is very short, and to enjoy it and to be inspired and to inspire other people and to love passionately, to go after things that are important to you, to express your feelings, to have a voice, to follow your dreams, and to question everything. It's your boy Step too. Step Music, y'all. I had to share that experience, my UAP experience. True, real, straight from the source. Peace and love, y'all.